did that, please. And you start getting out of pocket with me, bro.
Tell me it's my chloroform.
I don't know why you like this, bro.
Because you like that.
I'm nice and sincere.
That's why I'm like this. That's your answer.
So you're a bully.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. No flex. Zone.
Is there anything else I need to take care of before I press play?
Got your headphones on.
Yep.
You check the mics. They working. You move the Starbucks cup because Starbucks ain't sponsoring us.
I hear that. I should put this in my styrofoam that was cupped up.
I don't know why you be getting Starbucks. You don't need that shit.
I'm trying to be white bougie, bro.
No, but you not white nor bougie.
I said
black,
I'm trying.
You not white, bougie, black, and broke. Go sit down. Run on the camera.
So talking about, dog, you gonna keep picking on me, bro. Ty start breaking down and crying and shit. That's what you want, dog.
And I'm like, damn, now you're this. Like, after they make you cry to
you. Damn, he finally became what I said he was. Took long enough.
Living up to the expectations I see. Like, damn. That'd be sad. That's sad. You can't pick up somebody that cried in my day, bitch.
You
did that.
That's you.
I've never done that.
You did before, as a matter of fact.
To who?
Me.
When?
A long time ago. We first met each other.
Give me
first
some
met. You was like, I know a bitch want to see when I started crying.
That was right. That was right.
No, I haven't had a bad day.
No, you must have been. Started crying off sight.
Yeah, I was having a bad day, and as his last shot that broke the camel's back and shit.
That nigga said, hey, what's up, man?
No, he's like,
I know a bitch when I see one. He dashed you up and he said, I know a bitch when I see one. What's good?
For none of my people.
Damn, for your people, though?
No, it's one of my black people.
Oh. That's bad.
I know. I don't know why you be doing me like that, bro. I be really nice to you.
You don't.
That's a damn lie.
That's not the lie.
That's how
you literally got you on camera like, pick on Fred.
That's not the same.
On some dumb shit and then be like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened.
No, it could be antisocial and shit. You be fake antisocial like that.
I don't know how to. How be fake antisocial? Because you be doing the most.
Because you have like on me in front of the camera and shit. Will Smith.
What do you mean? I act like I don't even be cut from it. Doing what?
Being yourself.
I be myself with or without the camera on. You be the one who try to turn the fuck up every time the camera come on.
I really don't.
Thomas Usry, I will get somebody right now and have him answer this question right now. You be acting out when that camera come on.
What you want to say? The same OG. That's all I did.
No, you do not be the same OG. You go from lowercase to uppercase real quick. I'm like, nigga, stop. Stop. You start drawing. I'm like, this dude is the worst.
Definitely when you become who you say you
start
I've been me, Is that hickey? Now I'm being extra.
See?
Now I'm being extra.
Like, yo, you drawing. Like, yo, you drawing, bro.
Like, who was sucking your neck like a vampire?
I ain't telling y'all his name. You like, what?
What episode is this? 154? Episode... What's that, 54?
Yeah.
4 plus 1?
Watch out, you gonna spill your shit over the job.
I gotta close up, bro.
Be careful.
Episode 155 of Clean Dishes. Hope everyone's doing well today. Hope no one's spilling water over their electronic devices. You know what I'm saying?
Or I start. Yo, that's too close to your computer, bro.
It is close.
That mean that shit can't pop off and fall over. Bet money if I knock that thing over right now, it'll pop off.
Why would you do that though?
Just to prove a point.
I moved away from you.
Not for me, from the computer.
All right, can you do your part of the intro, please?
I'm doing my part. Make sure because technology don't get fucked up.
All right, I'm gonna put it over there. I'm gonna put it over there.
Hey, put it right there. There you go. Look at you, Junior. Damn, smart. Oh wait, no Junior. No Junior. Look at you, No Junior. Your name was No Junior for real?
So I need you to do.
What those our real names? Our Twitter handles are our real names. Your name would be TS3 No Junior.
Mine is like. Oh, if I ask you.
Like that's your actual name was T. It's on your ID TS3 No Junior.
I need you to introduce me.
I am. You TS3 No Junior. And I'm Mr. Fantastic.
So I'll give you the lame version. So my name is TS3 No Junior, and this right here is Mr. Fredtastic. Bounce back like elastic. Don't melt because it's not plastic. Don't touch my hand. Get the fuck out of here. You're supposed to do this part.
I thought you was doing it. You had it.
I had no choice but to. You sound much better when you do it.
But you did it.
No.
The first part of getting something done is getting it done.
You don't say.
They try to follow up, but they still sleep. Like, okay.
I'll let you have it.
No, you know what I'm saying?
I don't scream out fake woe when people try to get ahead in life, you know what I'm saying?
No, you weren't trying to get ahead in life. You was trying to get ahead in life.
How's your day today? How you doing?
That shit was so funny. He was like, yeah, they don't got the black on they don't got that black on.
How you doing today, bro?
That black on streaming platform.
Why are you on 10? You really on 10 today.
He was like, what's it called? I don't know.
I said what it was. You asked me if I bought it or not.
No, you didn't know what it was called, and then you didn't know what it was. Or you knew what it was. You didn't know what it was called originally.
I know what it was called.
No, you didn't.
I know what it's called now.
That's fair.
I don't know what that is.
That's fair. That's fair. You still know what it's called?
I do. I just can't remember it at the moment, honestly.
Dating Tash TV or something like that. He was like, he got a whole streaming platform. They don't get that. They get Netflix.
He's had a handful of shit that I followed. He had Creative Control. He had Blue Rock TV.
Which ones did you buy for investing in?
The other two were free. I mean, I was too broke to invest.
Did you collect? Did you collect them though? Did you invest in them or did you collect them?
I didn't either.
Unfortunately, see, that's the problem. You gotta talk. You gotta talk to somebody. I got somebody to talk to.
How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. You know what I mean? Hecking my water in. Yo, you not gonna be turning my screen around, bro. What is you doing?
My bad.
What is you doing? Now you know you out of pocket. You know you out of pocket.
My bad.
Why you be like this, bro? And then you be like, why Fred be messing with me?
Why
Fred be messing with me?
I thought she was on the docket, and I don't know why I wanted to make sure you was on the docket. Just bitch, you was saying, bro.
Cause you know you was foul. You know you. I was like, you're not gonna turn my damn phone over to see what I'm doing.
I ain't think nothing of it. I was like, yeah, that was crazy. Cause nothing was all the way around. I'm like, yo, what you doing? You can just ask my nigga.
What you doing, bro?
My fault. He's on his phone. I turned his phone around trying to see what he was looking at. You know why I did that? Because like I asked you what you looking at. You give me the whole runaround for 20 minutes and be like,
cause you don't need to worry about Oracle Cloud. You don't need to worry about that.
Why not?
Why do you need to know?
I don't care about you, bro. That's why.
No, you're not my girl, bro.
I ain't gotta be your girl.
You do gotta be my girl if you ask me all these damn questions.
I'm a house nigga. Like, what's up?
Y'all heard it here first. He said he the house nigga. I wanted y'all to hear that here first. He said he is the house nigga. Just remember that he said that, not me. That's him. That's T. Us Jr.
What you trying to prove right
That's T. Us Jr. He said that he is the house nigga. That's what y'all remember that.
He my house nigga? Like, what's up?
No.
See, it's an ego, bro. It's an ego.
You're right. Ego, whatever you want to call it. I got both of them.
Ego deteriorates on the inside, bro. You can't let that king go. That ego.
Well, I got a lot of deteriorating to do, so it don't matter.
No, it's just fast. It's like a Thanos stamp, nigga.
Hey, what it is? I be going up.
You get a hate about you, bro. You get a hate, that ego about you, bro. You go.
How was hate and ego? Because you told me, oh, you my house nigga.
You know how? Didn't Yoda tell you how that shit work, bro?
Who the fuck is Yoda?
Damn, bro. You
Toyota? What you talking about? You out here wilding. I don't know what. Okay.
I don't know what you want, bro. Yeah, chill, bro.
So Concrete Cowboy. You just gonna jump in because you wilding. Because you out of pocket.
How am I wilding?
You out of pocket, bro. First you turn the niggas' phones over to see what they looking at and shit.
I was
make sure you ain't looking at no bitches on your phone. Like you might as well just said that.
I mean,
just say that.
I ain't want to say it directly.
Just say that.
I ain't gonna say it directly.
Just say that. I make sure you looking at no bitches on your phone. Go ahead and say that.
Directly because I ain't gonna be sensitive.
Just say that.
I'm since you found out the easel, you found out.
I looked through his phone and found it. Like, well, fuck, you looked for it.
It's her fault. She go look through the phone.
Huh?
It's her fault for looking through the phone.
Yeah, she found what she was looking for.
You said a person do some shit like that though.
What?
She like, I went to your phone. I saw some bitches in your phone. You should mind your business.
I like, was you in their phone? She's like, yep.
She's like, no.
I'm like,
yeah, you should mind your business.
You should ask. That's why you're not in there, right? Just right there. That's why you're not in there. That's exactly why you're not in there.
Concrete Cowboys. This is a movie on Netflix directed by Ricky Staub. You good?
To tell your girl you not in my phone because you look through my phone is crazy.
That's something you would do.
That's not something I would do.
That's not something you would do?
No. I would just be like, oh.
Bro, I have witnessed me trying to tell you something instead of being like, you know what, my bad, I fucked up. You should be like, what's your fault for being in the way? Nigga, you hit me with your car all on the sidewalk.
If you was inside, would you have got hit?
Concrete
if you was inside, would you have gotten hit?
This is a movie.
If you was inside, would you have gotten hit?
This is a movie on
If
Netflix.
you was inside.
I'm trying to introduce
If you was inside the house, would you have gotten hit?
I don't know, maybe. He probably drove through the whole house.
Hey, make sure you've been in the house.
Nigga say he's playing Twisted Metal.
You was where I was trying to go. That's your problem.
Directed by Ricky Staub.
You where I wanna be.
Idris. So Idris Elba, Kayla McLaughlin, and Jerome.
I think it's McLaughlin.
McLaughlin, thank you.
Kayla McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
And Jerome. That's a good name, Jerome.
That's not a good name.
Jerome?
No, I know he black.
Hell yeah, that's freaking good. But Jerome, like you could, if a white dude walked in the room and say Jerome, like I'm being blunt. I'm like, no, this is a stunt. Who's fucking with me right now? Jerome.
So the premise of this movie is a young man from Detroit, Michigan, squad gang, named Cole gets sent to live with his father in Philadelphia. Okay, I guess he can represent our city today. Due to unruly behavior. Upon living with his
He was like this, looking for the representation. I just looked at you like,
nigga ain't from Philly. Like, what's wrong with you?
well, I never say that now. Hold on, I ain't
Upon living with his father, he learns responsibility and more after learning about the father he never saw. So, I didn't know that Philly had horses, and you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, you never see our female? You see the horses, bro? They got.
All right, we're done.
Those stallions, bro.
We done.
You seen them, baby? So once I was in high school, we was walking, right? This is back when like.
Is it safe for you to say this, dog?
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's not bad.
All right.
We was in high school. I was walking. There was 2 girls in front of me. I forget their names, but it was like two of my friends. I'm in classes with them. And you know, how back then it was nothing to be like, oh, she got donkey. So one day we was walking.
We never said in Detroit.
Well, we say she got donkey.
We said she got a wagon.
We would say she got donkey be pulling wagon. So like you would say shit donkey, whatever. And so they was walking one day, and I was like, God damn, there's a whole horse stable up in here. And I was like, and everybody started cracking the fuck up, bro. It was so bad. I was like, yeah, ever since then they be calling Fletchers. No, I'm playing, that's not what I mean.
What's wrong with you?
Go ahead, but anyway, yeah.
I thought this movie was dope, but I thought it was ironic that like the boys from Cole was from Detroit and he went to Philly. I thought it was kind of funny. He's from Detroit, y'all. Don't try to disrespect.
I'm not saying that. I'm not relax.
Nah, I'm tensed up now. I'm charged up now because you was on some shit earlier, bro. I mean, chill out because you be on some charged up shit too, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't need no battery because I'm in charge.
Can you finish saying what you were saying?
I was gonna say, I'm wondering now. Sometimes when we would do events and stuff in Philly, they always have horses. There'd be like petting zoo horses. There'd be horses, not petting zoo, but like someone would be out there. Usually with black people with these horses, and I'm wondering if those are the same people who was like bringing them to these events and let the kids ride them and stuff like that. Because I don't know where they rent these horses from. Sometimes it's black, sometimes white people, but
that's what's up. I never knew that. I didn't know y'all really had horses in Concrete.
I didn't know we had them to that degree. I know it's like that. I know some close to Philly, there's horse stables and stuff. People go to like Valley Forge and stuff like that. You see signs for like animal crossings and horseback riders and stuff like that. Or people like, I guess, taking a trail of some sort. I didn't know where these horses was coming from.
That's what's up.
So it was cool. It was cool to know there was like right in Philly. I don't know. I couldn't tell you where. I was like, I didn't recognize it. I don't know where that's at.
You ever went back home to go see your horse?
My what?
Your horse.
That sounded crazy. I was like, whoa, wait, you said horse, right? I was like, whoa, you about to get me in bad trouble for nothing I ain't even did. I was like, whoa, you said horse? Horse?
Horse with an H, no W.
Okay, I was like,
horse.
Like, Mom, he lying. He lying.
That's crazy.
Because I get out in Ohio. No, I'm playing. But anyway, that's a good song. Get in Ohio. And anyway, no, I've never been back there to see my horses. I don't have any horses. What are you talking about? I don't have any horses.
No, it's about the movie. It's about the movie. So Idris Elba and what's my man's name? Caleb McLaughlin was in it. So we all know who Idris Elba is.
Caleb who?
McEnroe. McLaughlin. How you say his last name though, bro?
No, how you say it the first time was crazy.
Oh yeah, I try to say it fast so no one catch it.
Yeah, that's one of the ones where you had to like that spell? Like, that sound? He was like,
And so basically, Caleb is from Stranger Things, for those that don't know.
Yep, the black kid from Stranger Things.
Did he have another role before this movie?
Yeah, before this movie, yeah, he's had a couple of roles.
What was it?
He did Stranger Things. He was in the I'm saying a little Bow Wow story. The little he was in New Edition story. He was like,
okay, that's what it was. I never seen that.
He had another one.
I heard it was
he had like another role or two before this, but yeah, he's had other roles.
I was about to say a joke, but I'll call myself.
Go ahead.
I don't want to mess up my shoot percentage, so you know.
That's fair, but I want to hear the joke now. To see if I can save this one.
This is a practice one then.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna count against you.
So we was naming. This is terrible. We was naming movies, right? I was gonna say Lord of the Rings, and he was in Lord of the Rings, but.
What? Oh.
Exactly. See.
No, but why was you gonna say
First thing popped in my head. So I'm saying I ain't want to mess up my shoot percentage, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it in the tuck. You know what I'm saying?
That you don't keep that in the tuck. Throw it away. Throw it away.
I'm gonna use it again. I'm gonna use the joke again. I'm gonna use Lord of the Rings again.
Okay, you can use Lord of the Rings, just not there.
No.
That was not like if he was like short and a white dude, or like hobbits be like the short white dudes. And okay, that's cool. Like,
I'm gonna make it work. Trust me. I got you.
Yeah, he was a hobbit or something. But okay, cool.
You gotta trust me on this one. I'm gonna make it work. I don't know how.
Right.
It's gonna be some Chappelle shit.
I'm ready for your Chappelle shit.
Hey,
ready.
I'm
ready for it.
It's a 2% chance it's gonna work. But hey.
Hey, but when that 2% hit, that 2% hit,
hey, 2% alcohol. You already know what I'm talking about.
Hey.
And so it's good to see him in a different role, and especially to see him grow up and becoming who he is. Because think before what's that? Lord of the Rings. Before motherfucking Stranger Things. I was like, oh, that's dope. Like little black kid in a city full of white people. But anyway, but yeah, it's dope seeing him in that role.
I don't know if that was his first role or not. I didn't have to look that far into him.
I'm pretty sure it's not, but I think it's his first role of being like that level.
That mainstream, yeah.
Cause I think that after that he was like what's that red walks, red carpet events and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
But your man's Jerome, he's been getting like crazy good roles. He was in the one with the 6, the District 6, Party 6. The one made by Ava DuVernay. It was on Netflix. Why you think about that? He was on Moonlight.
Let's look at Jharrel.
That's a crazy name, Jerome, and it's with a J and an H. Why is it not Jharrel? Anyway, he was in Moon. Damn, I just said it. Moonwalker. That's not it.
Oh, Central Park.
Thank you. Central
5?
Park. Is it 5?
I thought it's not Central Park 5. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought
you just looked it up.
No, I didn't look it up. I just caught what I had when you were saying it. I was like, okay, I haven't even gone to him yet. Let me go with him.
Oh, he was in that. He was in that one Moon movie. What? Is it in Central Park 6?
I think it's Central Park 5.
You might be right. I'm terrible at like movies with numbers in it.
It's Central Park 5.
Okay,
Holy shit.
I don't know. Whenever all nigga, you know how police be doing this, dog. They probably throw the cats in there.
No, it's just funny because I was like Central Park. You said 6. Immediately I went 6 guy. And I was like, he did a movie with Drake. That's all I could think was. He did a movie with Drake. And I was like Rainbow 6, and I was like, what? It was number 6.
What was that Moonlight? He was in Moonlight too.
That was a good movie. That was
so like he always get good, like real good roles.
Yeah, he does good.
So
he had me. I felt so bad for him in Central. I felt all bad for all of them in Central Park 5, but
I didn't watch it.
In his role, especially because like clearly there was something. His character was supposed to be like a little off, touched as they said, and I was just like, damn man, like you saw that shit and like how it was bad. It was just like,
he's a really good actor, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Like I take a word for it for how good he did in that, but I seen my other roles in my year like good. I'm seeing all 3 of them in this movie was really interesting because like this was like, well, first off, this is a black story that never gets told. Never heard this story before. This shit like on like black cowboys and where a cowboy got the name from.
Yeah.
And Idris did his thing, and he wasn't really like the focal point of this movie, but he was there as like a supporting role, I guess you could say.
Yeah, yeah.
It was mainly focused on Cole, who was Kayla McLaughlin.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Is that better?
That's a lot better.
Thank you, I'm trying.
I think it's pronounced that. I think it's pronounced McLaughlin.
McLaughlin?
McLaughlin or McLaughlin. One of the two of them. You were closer with that than you were with the other thing earlier.
McLaughlin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I enjoyed this movie a lot. I remember when I first saw the trailer on, I think I saw it on Instagram. Everybody was like, oh, I'm seeing this. It's like, it's black people, squad.
Oh yeah, for sure. You definitely want to say. So it's not just it was black people. It's who the black people were. It wasn't like if there was like some random niggas from Philly that I didn't know, I'd probably be like, maybe I'll watch it. Like,
what? That's another thing I liked about it too. So even if they had 3 stars, they also had other random niggas from Philly too. That was pretty dope.
That were really from the ranch. Remember, I said like, oh, this one's from the ranch.
I think you're from the ranch. I was like, yeah, you know them? He was like,
no, I'm pretty sure he's from the ranch, bro. I was like, you can tell by his beard. I was like, you can tell by his beard and his dress. I was like, bro, he got a beard with dreads and a cowboy hat on. He's from the ranch.
So what's up with like Philly niggas and like beards?
Most of them are Muslim and stuff, and it's just I think some of it because a lot of people did have it because they were Muslim or practice Islam, and then for others I think for others it became kind of a thing because there was a time when beards was in. Remember there was even now some of the girls like beards like it was a big thing for a while. So I think that kind of was part of the reason why a lot of dudes grew their hair out. And I think a lot of people in Philly practice like you say property folks and they claimed the religion was Islam.
Like freeway. I didn't know he was bald headed until like recently. I was like, he's like Mr. Clean bald headed with a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Mr. Clean have a beard? Oh, because he's clean shaven. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to put the dots at yourself.
I don't think he ever had facial hair.
He hasn't. He has a piercing though. He has a one hoop earring like Jordan. Yo, Mr. Clean was modeled after Michael Jordan.
I mean,
hey,
he bald headed with a piercing. I guess
Yeah, one hoop earring too.
How you know he's not Hitman is part time?
So who would you give this movie? And what did you like about the movie first? What else did you like?
First of all, it takes place in Philly, my hometown. Shout out since you told me to shout out earlier. No, I'm playing, but shout out to Philly. For one, that's the whole aspect of Philly that I'm not familiar with. Because you gotta remember, I left at 18. Like I hit 18, I left.
Took off.
So there's a lot of things I haven't experienced Philly as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things I don't know, haven't seen stuff. I didn't go everywhere in Philly like as a kid and stuff. So still a lot I don't know. So when I see stuff like that, like even my hometown, my own backyard, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that was there. Like, was this flower always here? Like, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. So it's like that. So I thought that was really cool. I love the fact that they put people who really are from the farm or from the stable in the movie, including them in, and actually had actual roles. Like they were like main characters in this movie.
Yeah.
Like the kid. Matter of fact, the kid. To be honest with you, Caleb interacts with them more than he does his own dad.
I thought that was terrible parenting. I was like,
well, I mean, you gotta remember. First and foremost, the dad wasn't even in his life. So what'd you expect? Dad wasn't even in his life. Like, when he was born, like his dad wasn't even in his life like that.
I expected more than that. I really did. I ain't expect like a whole lot. I ain't expect to be like, come on, Dad, take me to go fishing. I'm like,
I will say this. I feel like they did that because they didn't want to overshadow
Caleb and like his role and him as a person.
Just the whole experience, what the whole thing was about. I think they didn't want to overshadow that. And with Idris Elba being there, it was going to bring people in, but it was like, you could be here, you ain't got to say too much. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have parts, so you're going to do things, but I feel like they didn't want to overshadow Caleb, they didn't want to overshadow everybody else who's there, because they're trying to bring a message out, like, hey, this is what's happening. Mm-hmm. And the idea behind that. So I think that was really important. I think that's why. But from a standpoint, you said earlier about him being a bad dad, I was like, I'm not a father, but I had one, and I have one, and I don't think that's how you do it. Like I don't think that's how that goes. I never heard a manual, but I don't think that's it. I don't think it's in there.
I'm not a father, but I've been a son, and I know that ain't what I wanted.
Like I was like this dude was like, first, I mean, you figure he wasn't his dad. The dad wasn't in his life, and then dad is in his life. His dad's like, yo, you get to stay here, you get the fuck out. I was like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you're not in his life, that's cool. No, I mean, it's not cool, but it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying, whatever was done is done. But I mean, I'm in your place now. You gotta do something. He ain't have food in the refrigerator.
Like his dad was not prepared for him at all. His dad just like, I was like, yo, get out how you live type shit.
Worse than that, if you get how you live, you like something that's better than nothing. He was like, hey, I take care of these horses, bro. I'm gonna sell you.
Yeah.
That shit was worth. I was like, yo, this is a terrible ass dad.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. He was like, yo, this dude was terrible. I was like, yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Again, I'm not a pop, so I didn't say it, but I definitely saw it. It's like, I didn't say it, but I saw it. I was like, this is not a good dad. It's like,
he can raise more by the streets. Because I thought that the community part was dope. As far as like the people that he was working with was like, oh, we got to put you on game because obviously you don't know how to do shit.
Yeah, and I liked how they showed how his character, how Caleb's character was before he left from Detroit, like how he was getting into trouble and things like that. And how they showed his character was such a hard exterior, like. Because I think a lot of it was just hurt. Come on, got my dad around type shit. Like he was hurting from all that shit, and then him being around his dad, him still kind of being like, no, fuck you, and all that stuff, and slowly breaking down and getting to a point where he's like, Dad, like there's a point in time where he obviously like, really getting along with his dad and stuff like that. It's like,
that's true, yeah.
There's a point where you see that, and you see that him and his dad bonding, like for real bonding, almost to the point where his mom shows up. Remember, because mom shows up to him about it. He's like, he low-key don't want to leave. Like now he's like I'm here now. He went from not wanting to go to Philly to be like, yo, Philly's the best.
I mean, I already know.
He's like, man, like just sitting out the Coney hot dogs is cool, Mom. I'll just.
Man, I ain't gonna front cut some chili cheese fries. I'm fire right now with some fries.
We've had chili cheese fries twice from the Detroit spot. The first time I had them, I didn't care for them. The second spot you took me to was good.
Second spot.
We went to one spot. Well, I've been to one spot before and it wasn't good. And the second spot I went to where I got the gyro, the chicken something, because you was with us.
Oh yeah,
Went to that spot. That spot was actually pretty good. The chicken, that joint was bomb. Not thinking about it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I try to put you on a good spot, man.
You did put me on a good. That was a good spot. Why don't you put me on?
Hey, once you put the tray on the door, it's stamped. It's official. You gotta relax.
Taking it far.
Am I though?
Actually, no. Yeah, that's fair because it's not a lot of Detroit like.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Detroit Lord of the Rings is gonna be fire automatically, bro.
See, and then...
See, I made it late. Though, didn't I? I made it late. That's pretty good.
I actually forgot about that. I was like, make what link?
Hey, I'm a Chappelle like, bro. I gotta relax again, huh?
just...
I gotta relax again, then I be fucking up, huh?
I mean, if you want to take a nap on the podcast, you're not wrong.
I'm already charged up the coffee, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. No, but... I liked the movie. I thought it was fun. What did you think about this though?
Like honestly, same point you made. Overall, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's coffee on the mustache. Overall, pretty good. The dad definitely was on some bullshit, but it made for a better story.
Yeah, it did.
I liked Method Man was in this. And I was
he was really good.
Yeah. And he's been acting his ass off lately. He's in Power Book 25 or some shit. He was in
Power Play. Like damn. What's this called? Power Play. Like,
he was in a few. He did acting that stuff though. So like his role as a cop and also what he meant not only to the police department but also to like the black community and things that he did was dope. What I did like they shed light on was how as black people, especially in certain communities, we don't own shit. And so it's like y'all want to do what y'all want to do and shit. That's cool. But when these white people start complaining and they try to gentrify everything, which you know they're gonna do, especially now, like we can't.
What I tell him? What did I tell him? Y'all saw it here. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it.
What I'm saying?
No. They saw it. I said, don't put the coffee next to the computer. You go knock it over. Why he went to go swing his hand and literally almost knocked the cup over?
It's gonna go that way at least.
Ah!
It's crazy how like we don't own shit, so it's like you don't have any say so in the future. And so like when you live somewhere, it's okay to like stay for a little bit, but you have to find like an exit plan as far as like what you want to do with yourself. Because if you don't, you'll get ran over and shit. So. But
honestly, when you love someone, you don't treat them bad.
That's actual factuals, though. That's actual factuals. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, overall, I'm trying to think like what I give this movie. I feel like I give like a solid 8. No, I give like a 7 because it was a good watch. I probably would watch it again, but it doesn't have like replay value.
I to your point, that's why I would give it a 7. It wasn't like super. It was great for what it was, and I did learn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Before I get into that, what to you was the message in the movie? What was the message? Or was there a message to you? Or was it just like a story?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there was a message, but I don't know what the message was.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like, I thought there was a message here. Like they were trying to teach us something. And I was like, I didn't get it.
I feel like they were trying to shed light on something, which they did, the Cowboys. But I don't feel like the message was completely there. It's still tidbits I picked up like on your shit and the history about Cowboys and how it refers to black people. Kill calls boys.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of that. There was a lot of, as you said, you talked about that. Actually, a little bit talking the message of gentrification.
Yes.
How they talk big on that. He's talking about you don't own anything. Like you're renting this spot. You don't own anything. Like, if you don't own anything, you can't do nothing. Move it. No.
It's over here. I'm done with it.
And so I guess that would be kind of this is true. Like there's ownership, like having ownership, how you can avoid a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of, as you also stated, the history that got behind the cowboy, cowhand or cow hands, and they started calling him cowboy because a lot of black people and stuff like that.
Mm.
And boy, cowboy, and
white people used to love calling us boy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like grown ass man.
Yeah, call him boy.
40 years old. Come here, boy. Like, ain't you 12? Calling me boy?
They would do it to the truck. They'll do it to the little boys, and they'll do it to grown ass black
Mm-hmm.
men.
It's funny 'cause I call my son boy, not like, not in a demeaning way, but it's like boy, like, come here. But it's like funny because like it's definitely like been trickled down past.
Mm-hmm. Boy. Anytime you see a man dealing with someone younger than him, oh, like he's boy.
Yeah.
Like even me, boy, you don't get my face like that shit just roll like it do like boy, oh shit. Like,
it's crazy how that works out though.
Yeah. So, but no, overall it was good. I liked it. I agree with 7. I think 7 was a fair score. 7, 8. The replay value to me isn't. I wouldn't plan on putting it on again. I told just purposely watch it, but someone else put it on. And I was like, I want to watch it. But, all right, I'll watch it with you.
Right.
I'd watch it with somebody, but I wouldn't say go put it on myself.
I wish they would show more of my city, Detroit, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? But you know you can't get everything. It's really cool and all, but
so many jokes.
Relax. I'm saying relax.
Yeah, because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's gonna happen.
I don't know why.
You know what's gonna happen.
So
pick a movie where the city was torn up the worst possible way ever and shit. Like they had Detroit in this movie. Like wow, really, Fred? Like, you got your movie. Pick a terrible ass movie.
I know I thought about Black Girl Chile and like you got your P. And you said that. So
I missed that shit.
Night in Paradise, which we're gonna have a conversation about this.
Let's have this conversation.
You want to have that one first? You want to have it last?
Let's have this.
All right. So.
Because we actually got something here. Let's talk about that.
So, all right, great. So we're watching the movie, right? Matter of fact, Fred puts it on.
Okay.
You put on the movie, right?
Okay.
And you're infamous for just dipping off. I will say this: I don't think you pay attention to the movie, but you'll be like when you're on your phone, but you are paying attention to the movie. No matter what I think, you are paying attention to the movie as a fact.
Because you be asking me, and I'll be like, yeah, this and
I don't be asking you like, I don't say like that. You may not be quizzing you and shit.
Asking me?
No, I don't be quizzing you and shit. I know.
You do if you get into it. Sometimes, if you get into it, you be like, what was happening? I'm like, da-da-da-da, it's just da-da-da. I'm like, yo, you hear that shit?
If you get into it, I be chilling here chilling. I really do. Alright, what you talking about?
With teapots.
So this guy, we watching the movie, right? It's kind of like building up. He just gets up and walks off to his room. I'm like, all right, I can't ask him what he doing because he gonna be all out of pocket. Don't be asking me what I'm doing. Mind your business. I'm a grown ass man. I'm like, no one ever questioned you and your manliness, bro. Just relax. Like, all right, cool. I was like, yo, let him do his thing, right?
That's not
and I was a thorough ass nigga. I'll pause it for you. I was like, you know what? I can find something to do in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Be in good house, nigga. Just go ahead and go in the kitchen and do my thing, right?
Wow. Okay, so you paused. So you did. I
paused it. I paused it.
Okay, you did pause the movie.
So I come back. I'm ready to watch the movie. This guy got his shoes and shit on, ready to leave. I'm like, hey, I'm like, this point, I don't care. Where you going? You gave me the rigmarole as you normally do. Then you was like, oh, yeah, I gotta run some errands real quick. That doesn't tell me shit. I'm like, all right, but you got errands to run. Let me finish. Let me finish.
You're all right. You're all right.
I'll do you a favor and I'll cut it shorter for you so you can.
No. You go ahead.
Oh, you got one for me, huh? So I'm like, all right, so you so like leave the movie how it is, whatever. You ain't say nothing about that, and so we sitting here. I'm like, all right, he up and leave. I just got the movie pause. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here in an hour and 2 hours or whatever, waiting for the movie to finish, waiting for you to come back so you finish the movie. And you know we had company coming over, and you know when movies come on, when company's coming over, we ain't really watching it. Is that a fact or no?
I'm let you finish, sir.
All right, so.
And you're right. You are right about that.
So I was like, I'm just gonna finish. I just pressed play. I was like, all right. I was like, maybe you don't want to watch it. Maybe like whatever he has to do is more important. And you came back. You was like, oh, he's gonna finish without me. I'm like, yeah, I know he was coming back.
Okay.
Go ahead. I cut it short for you too.
So I'm gonna cut it real short. One, who turned the movie on?
You did.
Okay. When you asked me where I was going, I gave you the rigmarole, and then I told you, and then I said what?
Honestly, I remember you saying you don't run an errand. You asked if you had to take
so I was going to run an errand, and you said you're going to be long. I said, you didn't say I'm going to be long. I said, I'm running an errand, I'll probably be back in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
That's like what I told you.
All right, so I had 20 minutes.
So
20 minutes into 2 hours.
No, I told you 20 minutes.
Traffic.
I told you 20 minutes.
You told me 20 minutes, but your life happens, and traffic happens too.
I told you 20 minutes.
You told me 20 minutes.
My job. Keep in mind, before all that happens, before we even watched the movie, you didn't even want to watch the movie because of the fact that we were having company.
That's not true. That's not true.
That is true. You said company.
That's not true. Because I said...
I'm talking because you did that to me, right?
You know what? It's 2 sides to every story. You had lots to have your side.
Thomas, before I turned the movie on, you said, the exact thing you said earlier was, well, I don't know if we're going to start it because we was looking at the time of how long it was and when it was going to get there. And we knew that by the time the movie was going on, they would be here by the time the movie was going. And exactly what you said earlier was, well, once they get here, we got hope you watch the movie because we'll be talking and stuff like that. We're going to rewatch it.
Right.
So you did say that.
But we understood that like they were going to be here at the exact time that we thought they were. And because remember, and
the movie was going to go into that time. That's why we wasn't going to watch it. We was like, well, we'll probably get close to it. We'll probably get close to finishing it.
Okay.
So you was the one who said that.
You had that. You got that.
You definitely brought that up because you said it again. So I was like, all right, cool. But I was like, well, we could watch it anyway. We'll just watch a little bit of it, whatever. And then we'll just kind of go from there. Just do what we normally do. Pause the movie, something. We pick up where we left off. Then I get up, I go in here, you pause the movie, which I was like, oh, bet you pause the movie, whatever. I come back. I didn't tell you where I was going at that time.
Pause king at that. I'm a pause king. Pause king. I'm always like, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this shit for my man.
So he pauses it, and I was like, all right, you know what, bet. So I go in my room. I think I took a shower or something.
This is nuts. The fact like I'm gonna take a shower. I ain't gonna tell this nigga.
I don't know what I did. I know I definitely got dressed because I had to go run errands. I forget what I even had to do. Oh, I was supposed to go take some bottles back and go do something else, but I ended up the place I went to ended up being closed, and I just I'll take the bottles on Sunday instead.
Okay.
So I ended up being like, damn, I can't even go get my shit or whatever. That's why I knew I wasn't super long because I went through those 2 things and I came back. So I come back and then at this point, somebody's already here by the time I get back. Ado's here. He was still going.
I forgot he wasn't. All right, yeah,
so,
you're right.
That's why the reason he was like, yeah, because Ado's gonna be here. He's like, all right, we're gonna start the movie off so we can do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I come back, and you got the movie still playing.
Yes.
And I was like, You just gonna watch it without? Like, we watching it for the podcast. You just gonna watch it without me, though? Like, And then you was like, oh yeah, because you left, and I was like, couldn't have just watched something else?
No.
So I got back.
Nah.
Which is funny because he watches Captain America, Cold Soldiers of Winters and Springs. He watched that. He watched that without me. He watched what's the other one you watched without me?
I don't recall.
The current show. I'm not talking about like JoJo or anything like that.
No, you can name all of them.
No, that's not.
I'm at a point now. I'm like, it is getting kind of bad.
Your record's bad. Your record's bad. Your record is bad for that. And one way you will pause King, like you to pause King because you'll pause with somebody. And the other hand, you will watch the shit with somebody else. Like how you gonna pause the movie knowing I'm not gonna be there to watch it? No, I'm not gonna be there to watch it and continue to watch the movie anyway. Like, if anything, you should let it play while I was going for the short time and then pause it for the long.
I didn't know.
You didn't know. I told you. You asked because you literally asked me. I was like, I'm gonna go to the joint. Cause I started fucking with you. I told you I was like, I'm gonna go to the. I gotta run some errands and I'm gonna be back. I'll probably about 20 minutes. I literally told you. Like, I was standing like right here. You asked. You were sitting like over there. So you asked.
Yo, did you hit that? I did. It's called amnesia. Damn, I don't remember none of that again. What? I did what?
So now he gonna say he got amnesia. Now, as long as, hey, that's fair. I just know at the end of the day, though, I was like, turn the movie on, you watch it without me, cool.
So I do need to take some ownership, and I realize that I am getting kind of bad with that. So with that being stated, it's a disclaimer with me from now on. If I tell you,
you got JoJo, Demon Slayer.
If I tell you, hey yo, I'm about to watch
this movie,
you trying to watch this? If I say that and you don't give me a response or anything like that, it's gold. It's a goal.
Keep in mind, if I turn on the movie,
I don't mean salty.
If I turn on the movie,
yo, what you doing? I'm like, yo, what you doing, dog?
Don't go and be like, I turned it on. Cause you acting like you had the movie on, and I just came in and sat in on it. Like,
once I'm in it, bro,
I was like, okay.
Cause this is levels to me. It's like, yo, I'm interested in. I'm like, yo, I'm in this world now. Like, I'm like a bird in the sky watching what's going on and shit.
I was like, okay. So it was pretty funny. I ain't gonna front. I was like, cause I was being real passive aggressive now. Like, not even passive. I'm being ignorant.
No, you didn't be passive.
No, I was being ignorant. I was being blatantly ignorant. So I'd be like, I would like go to do something. I would tell Thomas exactly what I was doing. Was it the same time? That was a different day, wasn't it? Where I was telling you everything I was doing. Oh, that's a whole different day.
I did the same day.
Oh gosh. So I was purposely telling him everything I was doing. I was gonna go do it. Since I know you want to know, I know you want to know. Fucking with him. And then I was
I really appreciate that. No.
I know you did. He was like, I know. I keep tabs.
No, that's not how I was.
You did not turn my phone around and see if I look at little bitches?
I did. That's what I was.
You looking at the house niggas. Just out here wilding, bro. He looking at the roommates like, what the fuck, nigga? No.
They had apps for house niggas.
You would know. Out here.
I mean,
that's my helping hand.
I would be the highest rated.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't know if that's an insult or a guy. I think that's an insult. Like, you the best rated house nigga? That's kind of bad.
Take how you feel, I guess.
Like, that's good and bad. Like, he does really good work, but he's looking like, damn.
I ever tell you the story I got on the bus and this older lady tried to get me the fuck out of here, but it didn't work.
How?
So, I forgot what I said. So, we get on the bus, and I forgot what I said to this lady.
All right, first of all, tell us how old you are, where you are.
I was in my 20s, early 20s, so I was like probably like 24, 25.
It's the first bus you rode in your 20s?
No, it was in Arizona.
Okay, so you're out here in Arizona, you're 20-something, young black man.
And I asked her a question, I was like, it was relatively innocent question, but to her, she was like, oh no, like, he out of pocket. And I remember, like, you on the bus, and she was like, oh, he think he cute. And you know when black people say that, it don't mean that, like, you think he cute. It means, like, oh, he think he's sad, he think he got some attitude.
Yeah.
But I just took it like, yeah, I do think I'm cute today. Like, yo, I'm glad she noticed. But I knew that's not what she meant. That's how I took it. Yeah. So I was just like, yeah, I think I'm cute. I'm sorry, man. Damn. You know how I fly him today? I was probably barely matching and shit. I probably had all blue and shit. All blue with some grays.
Different shades of blue and shit. Like, this nigga sad. Okay. But to your point, to your story, I have a bus story too. I have several, but this is one that I remember the most. I was a kid, so I'm probably like 10 years old in Philly. And my mom had me in a sports camp. I don't know why she put my big ass in a sports camp, but okay. That's a whole other situation. Anyway, and I was riding the bus, I think by myself. I was riding the bus by myself, and I got on the bus. The bus was packed with other broke niggas. And so I get on, I'm tired from sports camp or whatever, and I was like, oh, this guy is sitting down. It's this, you know, they have the 2 seats.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, and he's sitting in the seat in the aisle, but the seat next to him is empty.
Yeah.
So me being a polite kid I was raised to be, I said, oh, it's somebody sitting there. He gonna be like, yeah, actually somebody is sitting here with his hand around the chair and stuff. He's like, this is my girl. Just fuck with me. Like, yo, like he went on for like 5 minutes and everybody's like laughing. And I was like, oh, well, can you ask if I can have a seat? That's all I said to him. He was like, all right, man, you got it, man. That shit was crazy. He really played the fuck out of me. He put his hand up on the shoulder, like, yeah, man, this is my girl. It looked like something out of Martin, bro. The way he was like talking and saying shit. I was like, wow. I was sitting there like, everybody's laughing. I'm looking, I was like, can you ask her if I had a seat?
I'm like, this recording. This is hilarious.
And he was like, yo, he really was just like, you got it, man. Like, he started, because he laughed too. Now, it was pretty funny. He got me the fuck out of there. I was like, wow.
Cause when you match stupid with stupid, and you at the level below them, it's like, you know what, man, you got it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say shit.
Cause he was laughing like, I say laughing, you can hear my snicker, and I was like, okay, yes, like I had a seat. And then he just started laughing. Oh man, he talked to me on the ride home. It was a cool dude. I forget his name, but it was a cool dude.
I mean, I would assume as much for someone to be like, yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah, this is my girl. Put his arms up around the jaw like this, and was sitting there riding like. I was like, wow. It was like a funny moment.
That's hilarious.
Ignorant shit.
Oh, let me catch my breath. All right. So the movie that we watched, the one movie I finished.
Like, no, I caught enough of the movie, in all fairness, to be like, oh, I get what the movie was about. I get the only thing I didn't really see was the relationship between the two build up.
Oh, okay.
That's probably the only part I really didn't get to see. Was the relationship built between them where they started to actually form a link?
Oh, you been pissed?
Yeah.
It was definitely some snake ass shit.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I don't think they're gonna watch it. I'll just tell you the whole thing too. So, A Night in Paradise.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. It's a movie directed by Park Hoon-Jung. Cast is Tae-Goo Eom and Yeo-bin.
So it's a Korean film.
Yes.
Okay.
So gang life is never easy, especially in Korea. When Tae-Goo Eom finds out his sister and niece are killed by a rival gang, he feels it is his duty to get his revenge. Once he gets his revenge, he is told to retreat and stay in hiding. You know, hiding never goes easy.
Nah.
So,
because you still gotta live.
Alright, so, spoiler alert, spoiler alert galore. That sounds good.
Spoiler alert.
So he's like basically like second command of like the gang, right?
Do you know what the gang's called?
Vice Lord gang? I don't know.
Genghis Khan.
So he's like second command of the gang that's in Korea, right? And so he has a sister and a niece. They like real close. And so like the sister has like some type of like a disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's like on the brink of like death or whatever.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So he gets his sister in the car to like drive them to home, whatever.
From the airport, because the sister and him just flew in.
Right. So he's like sitting down at one spot to get like his body checked out, or whatever. Just if his body checked out or his sister's body checked out, trying to get the report of what happened.
Yeah.
And it was bad news. So he was like, all right. And then when he's walking out, he get the phone call like, yo, sister and your niece, like, they got killed. And so he's like, yo, like, I need to find out who did this. And the leader of his gang was like, oh, it was so-and-so. It was so-and-so, but it wasn't him. It was somebody else that did it independently. It wasn't on the gang member. It was in the rival gang's leader. So he was like, all right, let me go talk to him. Because he wanted revenge. And his gang leader was like, all right, like, we'll make it work.
Wait. Didn't he say that it was within his own?
Yeah, it was like within his fraction. It was a different fraction, but it was within his gang.
So within his own gang, it was a different faction that did it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you had gang A and B. So it was a gang B, but it was a different fraction.
Right. So different set.
Right. And so when old boy from gang A goes to see gang gang B was like, hey, like, I didn't know. Like, we have history. We go back. Like, I never want anything like this to happen to you and your people. Matter of fact, I want you to join my peoples. But for a reason you didn't. I understand. I respect that. Old boy wouldn't have that, so he still killed him. But what he didn't know was, even though he killed him when he went into hiding, he didn't die. So he set them up too real good.
Yeah.
But he didn't kill him, but he couldn't walk. So basically, it was on some shit like, I'm just being in this hospital or in a wheelchair for a very long time. And so when Gang A was trying to take over the territory of Gang B, they're trying to like wipe out everything. But when they found out that the King of Gang B was still alive, they had to hold everything back. It was like, oh, like this is just not going to plan.
Right.
And so there's another dude above King Gang B that I guess like they didn't take into consideration. So he was like, yeah, this is like some bullshit. I should clear out on sight. But King Gang A leader was like, oh, I basically will give up old boy for you. I'll tell you where the dude that killed your mans, and I'll tell him where he's at, and you can get your revenge and call it even. All right, cool. So that's what happened, but in the towards the end, like things just went crazy and stuff. He started apart.
Right.
But it was dope, but like how the whole thing plays out, you just kind of like, damn, like this dude was like terrible.
Yeah, that dude was a fighter though.
Oh yeah, he went in.
And brawling.
Bro, I forgot you were saying throughout the whole damn movie and shit.
Yeah, he was brawling. He was brawling, bro.
You said he was a Brody?
Bro. No, I from what I saw, I did like the movie. Especially towards the end, like there was a lot of action and a lot of fighting, a lot of brawling in the movie. It's pretty dope to see because it's not like that clean choreographed fight. Like, oh, I'm just kicking ass. It's like, no, like we just scrapping, bro. Like just, I'm just throwing punches and I'm kicking and I'm just fighting, fighting, bro. Like, and that's what made it dope to me because usually you see it's all the super choreographed, high flying, kicking and stuff like that. Like, nah, bro, we just scrapping it out. Like I tried to grab this chair and hit you in your head with it. Now I'm sorry. It was like wrestling, but for real. It was crazy. It was dope.
There's another layer too. The movie also had kind of left out on purpose, so it's still worth a watch.
Yeah, there's a lot there. It's got some rewatch. I think it has rewatchability because of how action packed it was.
Yeah.
And because I didn't see all of it, but yeah. Like, so I like the movie overall. I probably give it a solid 8.
You said 8?
Like a 7. I say 7. 7.
It's 7. I would say. If you get an 8, that's fine.
No, I thought about it. I was like, it.
But mind you, you didn't finish watching it too. So.
Right, but even just what I saw, like the from what I saw, I know the ending and stuff like that. Knowing enough of how it began, how it ended, and stuff like that, it still was good. But it wasn't like.
The ending was really good, and I remember the ending. It was really good.
But like, it wasn't. I would like to see the story between the two to determine if I would go higher than that. But I think 7 is, I feel like a solid number to get at.
Like the story was actually really good. It was actually
So I remember when they first met. I saw when they first met, and some of that, and then that was it. And then I came back too, and it was like really close.
Because she had her own story too, that you kind of get thrusted into, but it was actually really good. I'll give it a 7. I kind of want to give it higher than that, but at the same time I can't. There's a few parts in there I was kind of like, oh, this is a nice little twist.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Like, yeah, so far for me, it's a 7. I'll rewatch it again and give it a solid, a more fair judgment. I think it's probably gonna say a 7. You
should watch it. You should watch it for the first time.
You should watch it again for the first time. Like what?
So this is one of the ones I actually was interested in. So I heard about this movie through Joe Budden podcast, Parks. Where was talking about this movie, Parks and Joe, but more so Parks because he's a cooler one. So this name of this movie is called, let's just say movie, but TV miniseries special. Exterminate All Brutes. And it's on HBO Max. Directed by Rule Peck. Stars Josh Hartnett and Dennis Lyons. And also a Rule Peck. Pick? P-E-C-K? Peck.
You said P-E-C-K, yes. That's pronounced Peck. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's pronounced Peck in English.
Well, I think he's Haitian. It should be still the same though, right?
I imagine so.
Rule Peck is in it. So best way to describe this movie is Exterminate All Brutes examines the world and all it stands for. It follows many of the world's involvement in treatment of African Americans and natives. Honestly, I'll keep it real with you, that premise was not, it doesn't do it justice for that what it actually stands for. I think it's like 6 parts so far. And each part is like an hour long.
6 parts?
I think it was. We saw 2 already.
I don't know how many parts it was altogether. I thought it was like 3, but it could be 6. I don't know.
I don't think I know it's not 3.
I thought it was 3, yeah, I'm sure.
But it's between 4 and 6.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's like 6 hours.
Because each part's an hour. So
yeah, it's like 6 hours. Well, it's not still not as long as the Snyder's cut. I really like this documentary, even though it's like history based. It is interesting, but don't watch it past 8 o'clock.
We've both been watching this, and I think part of it is how the dude speaks. One, I think is how he speaks. He's kind of like, he's got a low voice, and he talks like he swallowed cigarettes that were lit.
Don't do that.
He don't?
Swallow cigarettes that are lit?
Bro, that's what he sounds like.
No.
Thomas, what does he sound like then?
He has a Jake his voice a little bit.
What Jada sound like?
Like he ate some cigarettes or whatever.
Thank you. Exactly.
That's not how he sound though.
At one point, the dude even goes, trying to clear his voice. And I was like, Jada? He's like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit.
No, he don't.
No, okay, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. That's in part 6.
So far we only watched the first 2 episodes, but it does get to a point where it's a lot of information, and I'm trying to think how to put it. It's a lot of information, and it's a lot of things that you may or may not know. They don't really gloss over, but they kind of like give you the meat and bones of wherever they're talking about, and they keep going to like the next point. So if you're not like fully paying attention or fully alert, you'll be like, wait, what did I miss?
Yeah, there's a lot of just like really strong graphical images of things happening, like to everybody, like to all people, and so I think part of the reason why we got tired is because one, you just tired of hearing the bullshit, like you tired of the shit, like you were just tired, like damn, like again, like more racism shit again, like
yeah,
some just kind of getting kind of over, like even talking about them, I'm just like oh fuck, like it's just a lot, man, and so it's a lot to take in, and then the way he's talking. And then it's not just that it's a lot to get, it's what he's giving you to take in. You're like,
yeah.
Like, jeez, like, because some of the images, even now, like, you see, it's like, god damn, like, the imagery gets created, like, like, there's like one part, they had like a head on a pike, like a real, like, it was like a real thing, so it wasn't like no fake, it was like an actual image, like an actual picture someone had of a black dude's head on a pike in some country, because he talks a lot about, like, right now he's at the point where he was talking about, like, a lot of the colonialism, how it all got started and stuff, and when it started happening, and what really transpired. It's all based off facts, not like anybody's opinion, it's just facts. It's just facts stuff like
all facts.
It's all facts stuff like this is what happened, this is when it started, this is what they were coming here for, how this happened. At one point they going about who was Christopher Columbus exactly. Like they go on that. And so it's pretty interesting to see it. It is good. But again, as Thomas said, I would not watch it at very late because you are going to get tired, I think. But it's very informative. It can get pretty graphic at times, so it keeps. It's like real life history 101. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like
facts.
So there's some images like this one, and some of it's like what they call it, reenactments. Like in one, there's people on a slave ship. I'll give this away. They got people. Spoiler alert. There's people on a slave ship. Obviously, we all know that happened. And one of the slaves is up on the deck. He somehow gets up on the deck. And he's standing up on like one of the starboard, whatever it is. He's standing on the side of the ship about to jump off in the water. The captain's looking at him. And so the dude jumps. They show him jumping into the water and he's sinking to the bottom. And then by the time his body floats all the way down to the bottom and is dead, he lands on what looks like a skeleton. But then it pans out. There's a shit ton of skeletons on the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just to give you that imagery and paint that imagery of like people did this. People really did like old boy said in Black Panther, like I'd rather die amongst the ocean, whatever. Die in the ocean with my ancestors than live a slave or whatever. And so that's where that comes from. That's what that's talking about. It's just trying to give you an emphasis of how many bodies are possibly down there that we've never discovered because they reached the bottom or whatnot. So it can be a bit daunting. I'm not gonna lie, it can be a daunting task to watch in that aspect. But at the same time, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of things you don't know. It's like I guess you would call it the dark side of history. That's the only time I can think of it.
Yeah.
And it to me, super informative. It is good. It's just it can take a lot. It can take a lot out of you. It's a lot to take in, therefore it'll take a lot out of you.
There was because he kind of like breaks down everything into 3 words. I was trying to figure out what those words were, but I don't remember it.
It was exterminate.
That was one of them.
I feel like communicate was not no.
It was
colonize.
Colonize.
What's this one called?
I don't remember.
Exterminate.
Colonize. I forgot the other one was.
Exterminate all the brutes.
But like those 3 things would kind of would navigate the show for the most part, and I think that was dope. But I've always been just like curious about. I've always been curious about history. I don't like how history is taught in school a lot of times because it gets to the point where it's like, all right, this is like. I gotta learn all this shit and you want me to take a test about it. Like, I remember the last history class I took was in college. And this man was like the best teacher ever because he gave you a piece of paper, right? Of everything you're gonna talk about in the class. And
like a syllabus?
Yeah. But like he did per chapter. And everything that was in there, everything that he had per chapter, everything that was in there was gonna be verbatim in the test. And even sometimes he'd even be like, And your open syllabus, so you can open up your thing, your piece of paper.
That was the best. Open book test, spoiler.
You feel like open book test? You terrible. But what he did was he wanted you more to focus on the information that you're getting, versus like you try to have to remember this for this test and then forget about it at the end of the day.
Right.
I remember like being in his class and hearing about a lot of shit that I wasn't privy to. And I was like, oh, like COINTELPRO's like a real thing? Like, yeah. And like psychedelics and how like the government used that and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of shit. And like, I mean, I remember all of it in 100% chunks, but I did still remember like, oh, someone mentioned this to me. I remember that a little bit. It was a lot of shit. And so when I came to this, it was like, oh, this isn't just like African American, this isn't like African history. This is like history of like of everything that happened in Africa and everything that happened to Native Americans and basically how America came to be how it is now, and like the idea of like white privilege and whiteness and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
it was a lot of shit. Like, they even touched on the Irish in Ireland and how they got involvement with England. And I was like, oh shit.
Like he talks about, because it's not so much just focused about like Black history per se. It's focused on the history of the world, and so it's based about the genocide of different groups of people and stuff like that, why it was happening. And that was part of the Exterminate part of the show. Like he's talking about like how you can break down human civilization to like 3 things, and it was those 3 words. And I forget. I can't find them either.
Yeah, I can't remember. I went to IMDb for quotes and they didn't have a section for it. And I was like, God damn it! I know it's in here.
A 4-part experimental docu that.
I think it's only 4. Oh, we're on 2. I think good.
It is really good. I definitely would recommend watching this.
Watch that shit like number 1.
Yeah.
Don't watch it nowhere near. Once you get past 6 o'clock, it's a struggle, but it is still good. It's a lot of information, a lot of things. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this. Especially if you're not the type of person to like know your history or know how you as a person is influenced by things that happened in the past, which I think is really interesting and needs to be looked at more often.
Yeah, it's.
But I know after this, I'm going to have to take a break from like racism type movies and shit.
I feel like that's why I watch a lot of anime.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, yeah, there's just still subtle things in there sometimes, like even how they portray Black people at times when they do, the few times they do portray them, but it's a lot. It's kind of sad, but it's like it's a way to escape.
Yeah.
All the other fuckery, like
Invincible.
Yeah, Invincible's pretty good. We watched it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You
I was watching last night.
I wish you would tell me you watched it.
Nah, you got go. That's cool. But yeah, I think that's why I think that's sometimes why I watch a lot of anime, because it kind of does help you be like, okay, I can get away from all the extra bullshit.
Yeah, at least for a little bit, at least for like a little time being, like just step away from everything. And for me, I definitely need that more often than not. Just kind of like, let me take a step back. I do find it funny that if you really want to, you can find a way to tie in discrimination, racism, and stereotypical shit into like most movies that you watch, especially if it's like based in America. Like the idea of like, why is everybody in this bitch white? I'm like, damn. And we got a white out, we don't need more white people in this shit. So you could have hired someone black for this besides the Idris Elba and fucking, I won't say Joaquin Phoenix, knowing damn well he white.
Yeah, that name though?
I think that's what fucks me up. Joaquin.
Yeah, Joaquin do sound like, because Joaquin sound like Joaquin.
Joaquin.
And then Joaquin sounds like Hakeem. Yeah, that name relation.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else?
I think it's based off a book or something like that too, isn't it?
It's based off of that's the main book, but the author also referenced other books that influenced how he made this movie. But Seven the Brutes was like the main one. And I think I'm getting that book too, at least the audio book or the actual book. Not 100% sure yet which one I want to do, because I ain't got time these days.
Cut the demons off.
I'm gonna be out here DJ Hero watch.
I hear that. You about to be
I want to. I'm like.
I
thought about it. I was like, man, I could do that.
Yeah, but that's all for episode. That's all for episode. That's all for episode 155. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us.
Big tunes.
You can get more tunes for your head top. You can find me, on Twitter. You know what's up. But you can find me at Mr. Fantastic on Twitter and Instagram. You can find this guy at
T. Usreno Jr. on Instagram and Twitter.
Follow the podcast on Cleaning Dishes on Instagram. Also check out our website, cleaningdishespodcast.com. Check out your clothing line. Got the hoodie here. He got the shirt on. That's summer colors. You know what I'm saying? We got the summer waves. You know what I'm saying? Summer waves when I catch those color waves. You know what I'm saying? Is what it is. That's out right now. You know what I'm saying? Get the CDP. What you got? CDP?
CDP is a coupon code. CDP.
Not to be confused with CBD, but anyway, yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check out CDP coupon code. Get yourself a discount on your summer waves. So definitely check it out. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. If it's your first time, hi. And if it's your 155th time, welcome back and thanks. Either or, thank you all. This has been episode 155. Clean your hands, wear your mask, do what you gotta do to stay safe, and most importantly, clean your plate. Peace.
That was a good episode.
6.
I had that in there.
Why?
I don't know. I do like that saying though.
It somehow it fit, but it don't go with whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't go with what we doing, but
I ain't got nothing to do with what we doing. That shit is good. What was it?
Oh god damn, that's the bitch that I want.